Hey, so I was totally gonna do a vlog yesterday, but I was so tired and exhausted, and even today I'm like, but I wanted to make sure I at least got one post on time ish. So yesterday, I went to Social Security to get my name change done for my Social Security card. Then I went to the DMV, but they weren't accepting walk-ins. I did have an appointment, but I had hoped they might let me in early so that I could get done earlier because I was, not at work and I needed to get back to work to make up hours as much as possible. So I went and grabbed some lunch or brunch because I had a bowl of cereal, but I was like, no, I'm hungry. And so I went to Chick-fil-A because it was like one of the things that was closest and easy to get. And then I went next door to Verizon because I wanted to shop and see if some sales were worth switching my plan. And nothing against Verizon. I don't know enough about them to be able to say one way or the other how good they are. I just know that probably not for me. And then I went to the DMV, but then I was like, oh, gotta use the bathroom. Well, they're not gonna let me in the DMV just to use the bathroom. So I went next door to a place called Cavender's. The place was drenched. I don't know if you can say drenched for an aroma, but it was saturated with leather smell. And if you don't know me, I don't like the smell of leather. I'm sorry, I'm that person. It gives me a headache. And, maybe I'd like it if it didn't give me a headache. And so, got done, went into the DMV, got out, and realized it was time for my 6-month cleaning for my wedding ring. Even though I haven't been married 6 months, Josh has had the ring. And so he, it's been 6 months. And I was actually past it, and he was like, or the lady was like, yeah, it's past the 6 months. I'm like, no, did we void our warranty? And she was like, no, not at Jared. And I was like, oh, good. Like, don't miss it again, please. And, and they had this thing going for supporting St. Jude. And it was like for a donation. Oh, my phone messed up for a minute there. So for a donation of $15, you buy a doll and it goes to St. Jude. So this is Snowbell. Yep, Snowbell. He's adorable. And then I made it back home, and thank God I can work remote because I didn't want to have to grab my stuff and then run and drive all the way to work. I had been doing so much driving already, going around different towns and stuff. So work from home. Oh gosh. And I was just like, I want to record, but I'm too tired. And I was like aching and just hurting, and it was just enough. And so today I was like, okay, I'm going to do a recording and I'm going to recap everything. Well, then something awesome happened today. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I got locked out of my my email. And it was because it was an email address that was under my maiden name. And I asked them, can we keep my purchase history and stuff, but change that email address to a different email so that it no longer says my maiden name? Because I don't want to be confusing people and having a maiden name. So they're like, yeah, we can do that. And they didn't tell me that it takes up to a month. So, I've been getting contacts from them like every week, and called them today. They're like, yeah, it's fixed. I'm like, oh, yes. And I was so excited. And I logged into my account, and I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. I have it back. And yes. So it's all good. It's all good. And, it was hard not to stress about it. It was just more like time sensitive stuff, or I couldn't reset passwords for accounts that I didn't remember the password for because I didn't have access to my email. So I was like locked out of some stuff, and I was just like, Thankfully, some of them I could remember my passwords. And so I went in and changed my email to another email so that I could use them in the meantime. But yeah, that's it. That is a very long-winded vlog. And Snowbell! Ruff, ruff. Bye.